So after he got caught, people started to hear my story. I started getting messages of people telling me that they unfollowed him, that they were sorry that my family and I experienced this. And so Jason was forced to make a public relations video in a sad attempt to repair his image. But of course, instead of apologizing and taking accountability, he twisted the narrative to imply he was targeted for being friends with conservatives and that I'm someone that goes around harassing other people.
That's how it started. Alex's friend, Sora J, can't stand the fact that I'm friends with a few conservatives on this app. Acts like it's a aha gotcha moment. Now, if you put any of these two individuals in the TikTok search engine, you'll find that they go around harassing a lot of TikTok creators.
But as I showed you at the beginning of this video, he was demanding acknowledgement from someone who doesn't give a shit about politics. But I guess at the same time they're mad he's friends with conservatives? Make it make sense. You can't, because Jason is a compulsive liar and needs to continue his lies to cover for his shitty behavior. I mean, like he said, go ahead, look me up on TikTok and find one instance of me harassing anyone as he claims I do. These instances don't exist, but it sounds good in a video when you need to justify being a trashy person towards someone. So the screenshots I have shared so far would get reported when I shared them on TikTok because, like I said before, Jason doesn't want to be exposed. Who would? My wife got tired of being the target of Jason's rage, so eventually I just blocked him and would delete the comments he would leave on my videos with his plethora of fake profiles. And like a man-child, he eventually tuckered himself out and moved on to other targets. But I would still occasionally meet people who had similar experiences with Jason, and we would discuss how trashy of a person he is. Well, one day, nearly exactly 1 year later, on a new profile, he got all butthurt as I discussed my experience with someone else. He admitted he tagged and harassed my wife, and that I should get over it. So after he admitted to tagging and harassing my wife, I made a video showing that he in fact targets people's families. And of course, he had to prove me right by showing up yet again with another fake profile. This time, he decided to use a profile that he made targeting an Inuit indigenous woman because he was, of course, also harassing and doxing her as well. But along with his projection claiming I harassed his family, he decided to make a racial comment as well as name the city in which I reside. Right, Jason, a white man, decides to tell me how I'm not Mexican, but thinking he's being anonymous, he decides to start targeting my wife. Again, saying she should be getting phone calls and I'll be getting knocks at my door. Not satisfied, he decided to further escalate his harassment of my wife by changing the profile picture of this account to her picture. But not only that, he put her first last name in the bio and a phone number with the text, "Single, call me." And like he did with the other profile, he implied that we were looking for guys on Grindr. Now, I made the mistake of telling someone who was witnessing this all occur that my wife was on the verge of a panic attack since she was being doxxed. So seeing this, both Brianna and Jason pretty much admitted that's what they were knowingly doing. Now, if you don't believe this fake account that is attacking my wife, again, isn't Jason, well, there's two pieces of evidence I'd like for you to consider. The first, Jason on his main account called my wife by that same name, Alonia, the same name this fake profile used. Second, Jason, like the previous fake account, uses these fake accounts to attack and harass other people as well. Here he is in a live stream harassing a person named Morgan. And then after getting kicked out, he returns using this same fake profile. After a while, I figured something needed to be done. My wife, knowing my history, was worried something bad would happen if they actually did show up on my doorstep, something that would send me away for defending our home, if you catch my drift. So I warned them that we would get Brighton police involved, and Brianna responded, of course, hiding behind their children to avoid accountability for their behavior. Gross. Jason replied, urging me to do it, and again implying he was going to come to my home. So this time, I obliged. And called Brighton police and let them know some wacky couple who have been stalking my family have now escalated their threats to include showing up to my home, and that unless they want me to handle the situation when it's on my doorstep, something should probably be done. I sent them the screenshots, and they definitely didn't appreciate Jason's targeting of someone's family, and they definitely made contact with him. Now, Jason thinks he's some sort of gangster because he harassed another man's wife and kid and got the cops called on him for it. Nah, you get no stripes for shit like that. Recently, Jason has been escalating his racism. Just like he claimed I wasn't Mexican using that fake profile, he tried to warn a white creator that I was unfriendly to white people. But Jason, not being the brightest bulb in the bunch, bragged later on a live stream that he was this fake account. When mispronouncing my last name purposely, calling me Ochola. So if you're mad that I clap back at a couple of racists, then yeah, you can go ahead and skedaddle. You don't gotta be here.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like Maddie. Ugh.
Beep, beep, beep.
She names. Oh, that's funny.
Hello, Clarice.
Hello, Clarice. Hello.
And let me introduce myself.
But that's not the most egregious instance of racism he's perpetuated it on me being Mexican. You see, Jason has this cute nickname for me, Baby Wolf.
It's Baby Wolf. Ow! A baby wolf. A baby wolf. Have a nice day, Baby Wolf.
Then one day, a fake profile named Baby Wolf appeared, and quote, said, I want to be white so badly, I'm a big fat gay Mexican that likes chorizo. Arriba! Is that your boy? Is that the behavior that you wish to defend? I personally would be embarrassed as fuck to defend that type of behavior. Since these receipts, there has been even more of that coming out. In January of 2024, Jason decided to make a new profile, this time with my first, middle, and last name, my home address in the bio, and a picture of my home as the profile picture. And like the fake profiles before it, Jason used this account to harass other creators.
I patterned my look after what they called the town tramp in my hometown when I was a little girl. I thought she was so beautiful, and everybody used to say, "Oh, she ain't nothing but trash." And I used to say, "Well, that's what I'm going to be when I grow up, trash." Well, actually,
And on this fake profile he used to dox me, he used the same old trope that he did plenty of times before. How I wish I were white. Tell me that isn't racism. If you think it's just a coincidence that a fake profile using my name also decided to target other people Jason didn't get along with, and that holds true for the plethora of other accounts before it, then your cognitive dissonance is something to behold. So there are my receipts. These aren't even including the times that he's admitted on some of these fake profiles that he was them after I called them out. So there you have it. My receipts backing up every claim I've ever made. Feel free to speak up and tell me you don't care that your boy has been caught being a racist piece of shit. Jason is now going around trying to convince people that I'm guilty of all the things I just showed you he was guilty of. He even tried to file a restraining order before I could and got laughed out of court for it. Some people fall for it, some don't. But if you've watched this video up to this point and you still are going to defend him and not hold him accountable, I want to make sure that you are okay with defending racism. You are okay with defending the harassment of someone's family. You are okay with defending the weaponization of someone's abuse. You are okay with trying to send someone into a mental health crisis. If that's something you are proudly defending, then all I really ask is you say it with your whole chest when you get called out on it. And don't be surprised when you are considered just as trashy as they are. Because the day he gets held accountable is coming. There's no doubt about that. And whether or not you want to go down that avalanche with him, that's up to you. It's your decision.